In this video, I'm gonna give you 5 product research mistakes you need to avoid as a beginner Amazon seller if you want to maximize your time and the amount of profitable products you're finding. Let's get right into the video. So the first mistake you need to avoid as a beginner Amazon seller is expecting items to be profitable at the advertised price without any sorts of discounts. That is ultimately probably most sellers' downfall, because if most sellers took the time to actually go through the checklist I'm about to give you to get items cheaper, they would find a lot more profitable products. So I'm going to go through 13 different ways you can go ahead, or 13 different ways you can go ahead and get product a lot cheaper, and overall just strategies to be more efficient and more profitable, which is going to lead more items being profitable for you and you finding more products in less time. The first one, basically the way I see this, is you should go through this checklist for every website, and eventually you combine enough of these discounting methods and stuff is going to be a lot more profitable, right? So the first one is going to be looking for coupons on the free cashback and coupon extensions. Capital One Shopping, Be Frugal, Retail Me Not, Coupon Birds, Top Cashback, and Rakuten. These are going to be free extensions you can put in your Google Chrome, similar to how you add Selling to your Google Chrome, that are going to pop up with different coupons off different websites and give you opportunities to earn additional cash back. These are going to be the first place you want to look for a coupon on a different website. The second place is going to be clicking around on the website and seeing if there's any sort of email account or text sign up coupon. You can use those again and again using what's called a catch-all email on Namecheap, as well as taking advantage of text now in Google Voice services. Those typically just pop up on the different website or just show. For example, Dick's Sporting Goods, you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a 10% email sign-up code right there. You can also just dig around for coupons on Google, as well as asking customer service, and networking with other Amazon sellers is incredibly helpful. The fourth one is incredibly underutilized because it actually combines with a lot of the other methods. That's going to be discounted gift cards on Cardbear and Top Cashback. Another one that's typically going to combine is utilizing different rewards programs like Kohl's Cash, for example, Dick's Sporting Goods Rewards, Rack Rewards. Most websites have some sort of loyalty rewards program, and you want to make sure you're always checking on it through an account so you can maximize and loop those as much as possible. Predominantly, a retail or resale certificate, otherwise known as a tax exempt certificate, is going to be primarily used for retail arbitrage and wholesale. However, some websites do offer it, specifically Walmart for online arbitrage. Getting on listings quick, FBM, this isn't necessarily like a discounting method, but it is a great way to avoid price tanking and competition. When you list a product merchant fulfilled, you're able to get the product listed a lot quicker, make money a lot quicker, and learn a lot quicker, and avoid competition and price tanking, which is incredibly helpful, especially for a beginner. Easter just passed, and basically anytime there's a big holiday going on, there's going to be sales to be had on different websites. So you should be looking forward to Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Memorial Day, and then eventually 4th of July coming up. You want to have a burner email address so you get notified of those sales as much as possible. Also, number 9, just stacking these opportunities on top of each other is an incredibly good opportunity. So like discounted gift card plus sale plus coupon, or coupon plus discounted gift card plus rewards. The cheaper you can get products, the more going to be profitable for you that aren't profitable for other sellers. So you want to make sure you're maximizing this stuff as much as possible. Keeping really good organized seller and Google Sheets is incredibly helpful as well, and just overall staying organized with your leads. I'm going to show you guys further how to do that later in this video. As well as smart repricing. If you can price above the buy box, you want to take a look at the Keep a chart on Telegram and see if the buy box is going higher than the lowest price. That's going to happen a lot more than you think, and you can take advantage of selling those products at higher prices. As well as using a sales tax-free prep center. If you're in California paying 10% sales tax and I'm shipping to New Hampshire and paying $1 per unit on a $50 product, you're going to be paying $4 more for that item. So utilizing a sales tax-free prep center is a great place to actually save money and not need to worry about paying for the employees, the warehouse supplies, etc. Order pickups, this is incredibly underrated. After what happened in 2020, a lot of big retailers added a buy online, pick up in store option, and that is a major, major hack to get product in hand and listed quicker with Amazon. You can even, when you're doing manual sourcing, typically search for what your local stores or store has in stock at that specific retailer during a big sale. That's an incredible hack to find products profitable. So overall, guys, it's really important that you implement all these discounting methods. It can make a huge difference in terms of finding products profitable. The next one, I just want to illustrate this really clearly, is how much better FBM can be than FBA in certain cases. So if we take a look at these shorts right here, they're going for 21 bucks on Tennis Warehouse. Over on Amazon, they're going for about 45 bucks. So SellingAmp showing us that's going to leave 10 bucks profit and a 46% ROI. Scrolling down here, right, we can see those are the FBA numbers. If we go ahead and toggle this to FBM, right, and take a look at the weight here on SellerAmp, we can see these weigh like 7 ounces, which is very, very light for a $45 product. So this is probably going to ship FBM for right around like $5. So we can see it might even be a little bit less. We can see that's going to leave a really nice ROI cushion, about a 10% difference compared to the FBA numbers. And that specifically is the case for items that are well below 1 pound, but well above $25. They FBM a little bit better, and you get the product listed quicker. You just need to make sure that other people are currently FBMing on that listing, which we can see for this specific listing is completely the case. The next one is going to be placing test orders, and I feel like this should go without saying, but when you're a beginner, you want to test as light as possible and not overcommit. One of the beautiful things of an arbitrage business is the goal is not to just maximize one product as much as possible. It's to build a catalog of profitable products, ideally that you can buy again and again. So what you want to do is take a look at the estimated sales in respect to the amount of competitive sellers. So this listing, there's 7 sellers, but how many of them are actually competitive? Let's scroll down here and take a look. So in my opinion, a competitive seller is within 10% of the buy box. So for example, we can see there's really only about 2 competitive sellers, maybe these sellers that are a little bit higher here. So now that 70 sales per month is split across 3 sellers, us included, rather than split across 7 sellers. So it's not estimated sales to total number of sellers, it's estimated sales compared to competitive sellers. And we can see this product here on the brand website is going for $24. We also have a 20% from Capital One Shopping, one of those extensions I mentioned, right? So now buying at 19, selling at 35, where the buy box is actually going. Another pro tip here, we can see it's even going closer to 36 on the Keepa right there. Makes this ROI even better, and we're probably going to be able to price this higher considering there were very few competitive sellers right here. I maybe even test a little bit closer to 37, but those sellers that weren't quite competitive were up there, so I'll probably be close to like 35, 36 on this specific item. So you want to test order super light as a beginner, and you want to build out that muscle that eventually is going to let you buy bigger quantities of product. This next one's super underrated, and you're not going to see many people talk about it because it's a little bit more advanced. That's going to be listings on Amazon that actually have multiple listings for the same product. If we go ahead and search Nike Black Sportswear Hoodie here, we can see that these 3 products, this, and this, are actually the same exact thing right here. So we can see Nike Black Hoodie, Nike Black Hoodie, Nike Black Hoodie. This one doesn't have the kangaroo pouch. These other 3 do. We can see from the picture that that is the same product. For whatever reason, they just have different review counts and are different listings on Amazon with different titles. However, especially for clothing items, the picture reigns supreme. So it's a decent idea for your best items, and especially if you're doing storefront stalking, you're going to see this in people's catalogs all the time, that for whatever reason, there's multiple listings for certain products on Amazon. And with FBM, if the sizing matches up and they're the exact same item, you can actually go ahead and list on multiple of these at the same time. That's an incredible hack I've used over the years in my own personal Amazon business. They're going to be different ASINs. They might even be different UPCs. However, if you take a look at the picture and it's actually the same hoodie, this is mainly going to be applicable for clothing. If it's vitamins or any type of consumable, you have to look at the label specifically too. The pictures of the labels for these types of items aren't really going to be on Amazon though, so you mainly want to go off picture and title and just make sure it's the exact same product here. Otherwise, the strategy doesn't work. The next strategy, and this is the last one, and I don't think enough people are taking advantage of this, being that obviously we're here at SellerAmp, we see how many people use spreadsheets and how many people don't. You need to be building a leads database, and that is going to be organizing your leads to come back and check in the future for stuff that isn't good now but will be good during Q4 or has been good during back to school in the past or is almost good. Like for example, this specific item right here, we can see it's buy boxing at 46, right? Over on Dick's Sporting Goods, it's $30. But if we click around here, like I just talked about, we can see we can get a 10% code right here. So we're really paying 27, right? So now 27 and 46, that's not quite good, but it's close. So what I want to do on this is one-click export it out to a SellerAmp almost good spreadsheet here, right? So now we just one-click export this out. We have a video on a channel on getting this set up, and just copy this link over here. Now it's waiting for us. If this hits 50 plus, it becomes good. And you just have eventually, you check it once a week or a virtual assistant checks it once a week, makes the whole process a lot easier right here. So if you guys have any questions about these methods and mistakes you need to avoid, a lot of people aren't doing the stuff we talked about in this video. If you do implement it, it's going to make your life a lot easier. Let us know down below. You can get a free trial of SellerAmp on our website, selleramp.com, and we'll see you guys in the next one.